Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back with more ideas and opinions from Albert Einstein. Let's get into this. We're doing one last piece from this section of pieces here. What was it called? About religion. This is the last one, and then we go on to about education. So I'm just going to do this one piece today. Let's hop into it. The need for ethical culture. Letter was read on the occasion of the 75th anniversary of the Ethical Culture Society in New York on January of 1951. It was published in Mein Weltbild in Zurich, Europa Verlag, 1953. I feel the need of sending my congratulations and good wishes to your Ethical Culture Society on the occasion of its anniversary celebration. True, this is not a time when we can regard with satisfaction the results which honest striving on the ethical plane has achieved in these 75 years. For one can hardly assert that the moral aspect of human life in general is today more satisfactory than it was in 1876. At the at that time, the view obtained that everything was to be hoped for from enlightenment in the field of ascertainable scientific fact and from the conquest of prejudice and superstition. All this is, of course, important and worthy of the best effort of the finest people. And in this regard, much has been accomplished in these 75 years, and it has been disseminated by means of literature and the stage. But the clearing away of me but the clearing away of obstacles does not by itself lead to an ennoblement of social and individual life. For along with this negative result, a positive aspiration and effort for an ethical moral configuration of our common life is of overriding importance. Here no science can save us. I believe indeed that overemphasis on the purely intellectual attitude, often directed solely to the practical and factual in our education, has led directly to the impairment of ethical values. I am not thinking so much of the dangers with which technical progress has directly confronted mankind, as of the stifling of mutual and human consideration by matter of fact, habit of thought, which has come to lie like a killing frost upon human relations. Fulfillment on the moral and aesthetic side is a goal which lies closer to the preoccupations of art than it does to those of science. Of course, understanding of our fellow beings is important, but this understanding becomes fruitful only when it is sustained by sympathetic feeling in joy and in sorrow. The cultivation of this most important spring of moral action is that which is left of religion when it has been purified of the elements of superstition. In this sense, religion forms an important part of education, where it receives far too little consideration, and that little not sufficient systematic and that little not sufficiently systematic. The frightful dilemma of the political world situation has much to do with the sin of omission on the part of our civilization. Without ethical culture, there can be no salvation for humanity. So, yeah, in this, Einstein's pointing out the need for an ethical thought in what we study. It's not just a matter of knowledge for knowledge's sake, but should we pursue this knowledge? Would it lead to good ends, that kind of thing. But yeah, as far as I see it. But that'll be it for now. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tries to tell you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, later.